Welcome to the Friday Night Strike, where we're late, very late this evening because, well, things happen, life goes on. I went to the movies. Uh, you know, things like that happen. So, yeah, I I just got back. I went and saw Shang-Chi. I mean, for a Marvel kung fu movie, it's pretty good. Pretty good. But you know, I just thought I'd just hop on, see how things are going. I know Gizzard Gary's doing his chat, so everybody's over there, so that's fine. But you know, I just figured I'd turn it on. I turn, I said I'd do a Friday night strike, and unfortunately, I get to do the show when I get to do it. I'd like to do it at a certain time every week, but I can't always do 7:30. Can't always do 8:30 either. So it just happens. Anyways, hmm. So what's going on? Anything interesting? No. Eh. Anyways, let's see. I got an email yet from PSA. I should have. George, hop in. I'll shoot the link out there. I just got home. There you go. You can jump in. There's no inclusiveness at all. It's just, it's just me in the world. Wahaha. Wahaha. No. Uh oh. Tony said he'll be there in a minute. All right. All right. More alien chat. I'm kidding. Yeah. Or am I? Who knows? Who knows? Hola, Jorge.
Hola, Night Strike. ¿Cómo estás?
No, I believe it's Noche Ataque one, or as we say, Noche Ataque
Noche
one.
Ataque. ¿Cómo estás? Noche Ataque.
It's instead of one.
Noche Ataque Juan. Yeah, I was wondering if you were going to show up tonight. So I was like, well, he could be like.
See, the thing is, family wanted to go. Family wanted to take me to the movies. They wanted to go to the movies because they wanted to see the new Shang-Chi movie.
Cool.
Because I'm into kung fu movies, and when Marvel decides to do a kung fu movie, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm in.
Yeah, I'm interested in seeing that one too. It looks pretty cool.
So we the movie started at 6:45, so we went and saw it. I just got back.
Awesome. So, yeah, I was like checking it around 6.
As far as was it any good for a Marvel movie? It was a good kung fu movie. Was it a great Marvel movie? It's getting better. I will say it was 10 times better than Black Widow.
Nah, okay.
Okay. Plus, spoiler, okay? Plug your ears if you don't want to hear this.
Okay.
It had Wong. from Doctor Strange. It had Wong in there. So,
well, it's got to connect, with other movies.
You see the movie and you see the after credits scene with Wong. You'll be glad you went and saw that movie because the whole movie was worth it just to see that.
Yeah, cool. Awesome.
So once you see that, you know he'll understand.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah, I was there. I was just watching videos. I was watching Matt's old bug out bag videos, and then I was watching
Right.
some other guy. And then I saw, oh, Foul Territory's on. I was like, oh, okay. And I said, well, I don't see anything about Night Strike. I said, he may show up later or maybe not at all, depending, what's going
Yeah.
on with him.
Depending on what goes on, because my family likes to be really close, so we go and hang out. And we do stuff together, and
Oh,
sometimes I'm able to do Friday Night Strike on time like normal, and sometimes I do it late. Sometimes I don't do it at all, and I'm gonna try and be better about letting everyone know when I do it and when I don't,
mm-hmm.
so people know. It's like if I'm not going to be able to do it from now on, I'm going to go make a post on the community tab on my YouTube page and say, "Hey, we're not doing this show tonight because I'm out with family."
Yeah.
You know,
That's cool. Like that. Sometimes things happen, like
Right.
midnight last weekend. He didn't do a show because he had to wake up early the following day so he can take his kid to school. And it was a big thing for him. It's all right, no problem, dude.
Yeah, it's
That's
family.
cool.
Family
We'll see.
first, right?
Yeah, we'll see you the next time. But like, yeah, the last time I think I checked on you. It's like, oh, I guess he's not doing a show. And then later on, I check and oh, he did do a show, but you did later, and it was like 15 minutes. You're already like almost ending. So I said, well, just watch it. I'll join in the next time.
Yeah. So Tony, what's going on with the aliens tonight?
I don't know. Why don't you ask them?
Aliens? Don't they communicate with you? They don't like.
I did, but I don't think I don't think my signals are getting through because of the tinfoil hat.
Yeah.
This is why I'm not gonna come on your show anymore.
I'm only teasing you.
Yeah. Don't they communicate with you like in Communion, the movie?
I don't think I get that.
They do flashlight shows to you and stuff.
No. So.
That's funny. Aliens.
Tony, you're coming in really low. What's going on with you?
Well, I was told my mic was hot and I was too loud, so I tried to turn it down. So
you turn it down way too low. Turn it up 25%.
Let me go see.
I can barely hear you. So
How about now?
it's a little better.
What's weird is I turned it down in OBS. I didn't turn it down in here.
Maybe OBS is overriding volume control.
You reckon? Let's try that.
Just say when.
Testing. Oh, there it is. How about now?
It's good enough.
Yeah.
So what's going on, man?
Oh, nothing. I just saw you guys on. Thought I'd come in and say howdy.
Howdy do.
Howdy do.
What's going on with you guys?
Not much. Just been, doing stuff for family today. Working on the. I actually had to wash some of my cars today, and then I had to go and work on the back. Since all my lawnmowers died, and I had to bring the rest of them into the repair shop this morning.
You need to get one of those push mowers. I used to have one of those.
I have a push mower.
I mean like the old timey that has two wheels and it has a little sickle like blades that turn.
Oh yeah, those. I need to get one of those. You're right.
What do they call those? I thought they used to call them push mowers.
No, push mower has an engine on it.
No, back in the old days when they didn't have engines on them, they called them push mowers.
Yeah. I just saw a video from Southern.
Oh, you're talking in the Land Before Time. Okay, I get it.
Well, no, this is not anime or whatever it is.
No.
Anime or whatever it is.
You're talking in the time before we had all this fun stuff.
Yeah, my grandfather had one of those. And
Back in the days of our
he
forefathers.
would get us out in the yard using it, and he would always wait till the grass got really high, and you couldn't push it for nothing. You know, old rusty blades wouldn't cut anything. It's just like beating the grass down. It's like a crop circle.
Right.
Yeah.
Actually, I still think they make those kind of lawnmowers. The problem is they're like $100.
No, they do. Yeah, they do make them. I was going to say they're probably more. They're 10 times as expensive now as they were then.
Well, I'm looking at one on Amazon right now. It's like $100.
Why don't you screen share it?
All right, I will.
I think they're interesting.
Yeah.
Old technology is interesting.
We don't have any viewers, but still, what does it matter anyways, right?
Yeah.
No viewers.
No viewers right now. See, you're talking about one of these, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do they call it?
They call it an American lawnmower company, blade push reel lawnmower.
Yeah. See, push more.
Push reel. So
Push reel. You had to add the reel now since we have.
They had to. It was all them. So remember, established 1895.
It's not self-propelled either.
Well,
they should have like a battery-powered self-propelled model.
I need a mulching one. Do they make a mulching model? No, I need the blades to be mulching because I can't be sharpening the blades all the time.
They should have one with like those sound effects, little motor. Vroom, vroom.
Year of the dust.
Well, I think I found a place to build my little cabin in the woods.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
So
I would show it to you, but it's going to be secret.
You mean you're going to do a YouTube video about it?
Huh?
You mean you're going to do a YouTube video about you building it, right?
Yeah, but I'm not going to show where it is.
Right.
You just make close-up shots, so they can't see where you're at.
Oh, you wouldn't. Even if I took a drone and flew it up in the sky, you wouldn't know. There's nothing around but trees for miles.
Honestly, I know whereabouts where you live, just in the general area. I'll just pick a random forest area around.
Oh, I'm moving out of this county. I'm moving out of Chattanooga. I don't like it anymore.
You don't like
liberals?
Too many liberals?
Yeah.
Chagaduga choo.
Just don't go to Memphis.
Oh, you couldn't pay me to live in Memphis. You couldn't pay me $1 million a year to live in Memphis. Well, let's see. Okay, $100,000 a year. I live there for $1 million a year.
What about Nashville?
I'd live in Franklin, which is right outside of Nashville, but I wouldn't live inside Nashville.
Okay.
Too many people. I've got ex-sister-in-law that lives in Franklin. It's nice. It's like south of Nashville. It's like a suburb of Nashville.
Awesome. All right, man. Sexy's out there saying hi. What's going on, dude? What's going on, man? So, I've just been living the dream, the American
Every
dream.
time I see his name, I think of my ex-wife. She was always mad that she was sexy. So.
Oh wow, wow. Okay, that's mixed signal.
Made up for it.
Well, he lives in California, so I don't know if that really applies anymore, man. No. Telling all his secrets right now. I mean, if you're on the internet, you don't have any secrets.
I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at the property, and then I'll zoom into it.
So.
Probably going to give.
What with the sizers above the live chat?
What's that?
Man, that's the link to the that's the link to the panel. If you want to jump in, that's the thing. Oh. Anyways, he says, my body's in California, my soul is in Tennessee. Well, your soul is a long way from home. I'm telling you right now. or is your body a long way from home? I'm not sure. One of the two.
How do you turn off the road names on Google Earth?
I don't remember. It's been so long I've used Google Earth. I just use maps mostly these days.
Well, it's the same thing. I mean, this is Google Maps.
I used to have one of these. Here, let me screen share. As far as lawnmowers, I used to have one of these back in the day. Used to have.
Looks like that's weird looking.
It's a weird looking one, you know, but it was similar to where it had the blades like that in front.
It's a media gallery mower.
Yeah.
California trimmer.
It's called the California trimmer, apparently.
Well, that's like for going down the edge of your sidewalk.
Robot Wars.
Yeah. Oh, it's done by chain. All right.
That's for a trimmer. Is typically something you'd go down like your sidewalk. Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. Wow. This thing's built like a tank, man. Look at all that. Oh, they got more. Hold on. Oh, blades.
Oh no.
Nice.
It's the mower we were talking about earlier.
But with an engine.
It's the push motor with an engine.
I mean, you know, I need to get one of these.
That came out after the original push mower.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
The next year. The new and improved push mower.
The new and improved. It came out right after the other one.
your yard's farm in an hour.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, that's enough of that. I'm still
I was watching your videos shooting the Grand and with AWAG and stuff. You know, him shooting his Mosin and stuff. It was pretty cool, man.
That was the first time I fired an M44 Mosin. I fired a 9130 before, but I
they got a little kick to them, don't they?
The M44s have more kick than the than the 9130s because the barrel is so short.
Yeah. It's a hoss. They're a little hoss.
Yeah, I like the way how AWAG shoots the Grand itself, and he's like, "I need to get one. I need to get one." And so he's like, "Bing!" It's like, "Whoa, I need to get one."
Well, once he comes over and shoots the M14, he's gonna be like, "I need to get one now too."
Yeah, he's gonna say that too. Yeah, I need to get one of these too. Yeah, it's awesome.
But you know, it was fun. You know, I can't always do videos, so I'm going to try and do as many videos as I can. But I you know, with the ammo right now and the fact that ammo isn't going down in price, it's going to be pretty hard for me to do videos right now. So I'm kind of trying to figure out maybe doing a couple videos a month or something where, you know, it's not like every week or at least like one video a week or something, because I don't know if I can afford to do that much shooting just, you know, for, you know, every week.
Yeah.
You know, so he mad 66 excuses. Well, you know, give me a better job.
Give me a better job. So you can move.
So I can move or make more money so that I can, you know, buy more ammo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Move to Texas, man. You don't have to pay all those extra taxes and stuff. Unless Elon Musk makes Texas into almost like California, and then we're screwed.
He's going to. Don't let that man move, because, you know, all those Californians are going.
He already has.
Yeah, he's got people coming in. My brother's been telling me that he's been seeing an influx of white people in town and stuff. I was like, dude, there's all kinds of people here.
You racist bastard. By the way, George,
evil white man.
I don't know if you know, but as far as the left is concerned, all you Hispanics are white too.
Yeah, but he means white, you know.
What do you mean?
Or as we say in Spanish, bolillo. meaning white.
George, I'm sorry, but you're as blanco as it gets.
Oh, but it's just funny the way my brother and another friend of mine says that, you know. I said, so what, dude? We got all kinds of people here. We're not just Hispanics or Mexicans and stuff. We got black people, we got white people, we got Hindu people, we have Native Americans, we got a bunch of people, dude.
That's what America is, a melting pot.
Yeah, we're a melting pot, you know.
We're not like Mexico, who doesn't like white people, you know.
but according to the left, Mexicans
or China's the worst.
You know,
they don't want anybody.
if you're from Mexico, you're from Central America or South America, you know, it doesn't matter. You're Hispanic and you're white. Because apparently Hispanic is white now instead of just, you know, Hispanic on government forms.
Well, the Spanish people were white until they went and mixed with the Incas.
Yeah, because the Incas and the Native Americans, yeah.
If you go look at the Spanish in Spain, they're as white as a sheet.
Yeah.
They just talk funny.
You talk funny. Why did you just talk plain English?
Matt's saying, I don't like the California mentality. # no Democrat.
There you go. No Democrat.
If they were Democrats, it would be okay. They're just something worse than that.
Yeah. I'm just surprised they're losing their shit over this abortion law, where it's not really that big of a deal.
You can't even go on Reddit right now.
I know they've been talking about the news and stuff.
Okay. Here's the thing. They said you can't have an abortion after 6 weeks. So I don't see what that's all the law says. Okay, it's not enforceable. They're not enforcing it. They just made it a law. Okay, so follow it or don't, but you're not going to be penalized for it. But the point is that it just says if you're going to get an abortion, do it before 6 weeks. Okay, I mean,
yeah.
I mean seriously.
Here's the ultimate.
What kind of Democrat? What kind of Democrat or leftist nutbag is going to carry, you know, a child 6 months and then decide they want an abort after 6 months? That's a long time. That's a long time to wait to abort. Abort a fetus. I'm sorry, you know, because you only have 3 months left, and then you'd have a child.
Yeah.
Here's the ultimate hypocrisy. Okay, liberals think that we evolved from rocks, like from single cell organisms, right? And they call that life, right? But a baby inside a womb is not life. I had that debate with somebody on Reddit today. Oh, a baby's not life until it's born. Oh, really?
I'm not gonna argue on that. All I'm gonna say is, listen, if you can't make your decision within 6 weeks to have an abortion or not, maybe you shouldn't have, you know, done the deed to make the seed in the first place.
If we found single cell organisms on Mars, they would say we discovered life on Mars. Okay.
And yes, Shadow, I said it's 6 weeks. I said 6 weeks, but the problem is, what kind of nut job is going to wait 6 months before having an abortion? That was what I was saying. You weren't listening, Ghost Shadow. Shame on you. Well, welcome to not listening.
Is it not 6? California goes a lot longer than 6 weeks, right?
Yeah. They're complaining that, you know, 6 weeks isn't enough time, and I'm like, what? 6 weeks isn't enough time? Seriously?
They're sadistic, man. I mean, they want it to be more like a human before they kill it. That's just nuts. A baby can easily live outside the womb in 6 months.
Mad Sexy says Tony's right. We evolved from sharks. Yeah, you know, I'm wondering about that. But I'll tell you what, right now, Tony, we should have never taught rocks how to think. We should have never done that. That's going to bite us in the ass. I'm telling you.
Well, they're saying in the news right now. They're saying that, you know, just when it all passes, we
taught rocks to think, and eventually that'll lead to our downfall because now we've got them also doing AI and whatnot. And I tell you, man, one of these days there's going to be a Terminator at your front door. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I hope he takes orders.
I do too. I hope he takes orders. I hope he's not there to kill
Go get me a
but,
pizza.
but if he's there to kill me, I'm gonna say this right now, guys. If you're listening to this, you are the resistance.
Well, Neuro is being, like experimented on by delivering Domino's pizzas. Who knows if there's a couple of miniguns in there that as soon as it gets to your house, it's
Yeah, I don't think my Glock 42 is gonna kind of, penetrate a Terminator.
And when I say we taught rocks to think, I mean like where we took silicon, turned it into a rock, and then turned it into a processor.
That's what brothel.
Anyways,
I can't believe you said anything. I can't believe you even brought up the abortion thing.
It's been all over the place. I haven't actually been able to change the TV. Listen, I went channel surfing this afternoon, and this is why I'm complaining about it, because I turned the TV on. There wasn't anything fucking on other than people bitching about this. It's like, grow a pair of balls, grow out. You're not 5 years old anymore. Grow up and get on with your fucking life. I was that pissed off. I had to turn the TV off before I would throw something at it. Where is my goddamn news?
Who watches TV anymore?
I know, that's my problem. I watch TV. I got all worked up about it.
I don't even know what comes on TV anymore.
Mad Sexy says the T100 is knocking on my door, means I'm reloading.
Oh man, don't say T100. One of my favorite trucks was a T100. and it got.
We're talking about the Terminator, man. The Terminator.
I know, but a lady pulled right out in front of me and told it was one of my favorite trucks.
I thought you were an F-150 guy.
That was the only time that's in my 40-something years of driving. That was the only time I had it. I had it for like a year, and she totaled it.
Oh man!
She pulled right out. I mean, there's no way. 10 feet in front of me, I'm going 50. She pulled right out.
Yep.
And just smacked me. No way I could have stopped.
John, if you're not putting your kids to bed, you can totally jump in if you want and hang out.
Yeah, and what I hate is when you're driving on the expressway.
And yeah, John's like, John says the T800s. Yeah, the T800s are the ones you can't mess around with because they look human.
They look human. They're like Arnold. They come and say, Sarkana, and you say, no.
And he says, come with me if you want to live. There we go.
I need a vacation.
Ooh, someone got a phone.
Why is my tablet making the noise?
I don't know. It's your tablet.
You're running out of battery? I don't know.
That was weird.
I got a new cell phone the other day, and I love it.
Did you?
Now I'm getting a phone call. Jesus.
Bueno. No está aquí.
All right. People calling me in the middle of my show.
This is the T100.
That's the T100. That's Toyota, right?
Yeah. That's the one I had right there.
Why didn't you get another one?
Oh, nice.
No, I thought I decided to go back to F-150s. I saw it as an omen. I had, what was this? This was 92. I had, since 1970 something, I had Fords, and then I got this thing, and it got wrecked. And I said, okay, that's an omen. I have to go back to Ford. So I did. Ever since.
All right. Ghost Shadow says at Night Strike at Ramstein Air Force Base in Germany, doctors told a woman she was not pregnant, but told her that up until she dropped the baby in the hallway in the hospital. Well, someone's in denial. Someone was in denial, that's for sure, at that hospital. Probably doctors. I'd argue where they got their medical degree. That's for damn sure. So, Ramstein is a German metal band, as well as it's also the name of an Air Force base over there. John Brown Productions says, "Hey, Night Strike. Hey, John, how's it going?
Hey, John.
Hey, Crump. is there any news or tidbit you can tell us? Anything cool happening or anything bad happening? Let us know. Have you planned that flight with Flying Rich yet? Oh wait, no, the plane's still broken. I would not take that flight.
The plane.
The plane, boss, the plane. Uh-oh. He said Second Amendment Foundation attacked gun owners in America because we called out a Republican. Well, you're going to call out a Republican if he's doing shady shit. I mean, don't hold any punches. I ain't. I am not going to hold any punches. I know Tony doesn't hold any punches.
About what?
Right, Tony?
About what? I was reading something on my phone. What are we talking about?
Thanks, Tony. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Hold any punches for what?
You don't hold any punches when it comes to a Republican, being a turncoat.
What did they do? What happened?
If a Republican votes for anti-gun stuff, you don't hold any punches, do you?
Well, they're not a Republican if they do that.
Well, they say they still are
by definition.
By definition, but really, what it means.
They're rhinos.
They're rhinos, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, back in the day, Republican and Democrat used to mean something. Now it doesn't really mean much.
Yeah, right.
Honestly, now it just means you're either red or you're blue. That's it. It's just a color now. It's
just a matter of who you can get money from.
Apparently, this Republican killed constitutional carry in Florida. Florida's never going to get constitutional carry.
Who killed constitutional carry in Florida?
I don't know. Let's look this up. I thought they brought it up again this year, this month. He got killed again?
That sucks.
Someone reintroduced it and just, Because I hadn't heard that it was killed again. So, yeah. Night Strike, be careful with YouTube. They are cracking down and just deleting stuff without notice again. Yeah, but a lot of my stuff, a lot of my stuff, you're not going to. If they delete that, then, oh well. I mean, I can just re-upload it. John says, go check out GOA's Twitter. Okay, you know what? I will. Let's see. America. Tweets
are you going to screen share it?
Yeah, as soon as I pull it up. Aha! That's what happened. Okay, so the rhino in question is Representative Cord Bird uses committee to kill constitutional carry bill
again. Well, he didn't give a reason.
No, but they always do that. Oh, look, it's Fire Strudel. What are you doing off tonight?
Hello, Fire Strudel.
Firefighter, are you there? This guy said his microphone. Okay. Plug your headset in. And select to your headset. Come on, you can do this, Fire Strudel. You've done it before. All right. Anyways, let's see. Okay, so
says he's muted.
Yeah, he's muted. He's probably working on it. So let's check this out. Okay. There we go. Okay, so that's what GOA said. That Representative Cord Bird used his committee to kill constitutional carry, two-way sanctuary, campus carry, unrestricted capital carry, red flag laws, gun confiscation orders repeal. Wow. That's a douchebag, all right. GOA's Luis Valdez is proud to be the hashtag no compromise gun advocate in Florida. Yeah. This guy, he needs to be held accountable. Right there.
Well,
that guy.
It says used his committee. What does that mean? I know he's probably the chair of it, but it
means he's the chair. He's the chair of the committee, and he influenced the committee to kill the bills.
I know what it means. My point is, it's not his committee. He might be the chair of it, but it's not his committee.
Apparently, Representative Byrd said there was no companion in the Senate for these bills, and it would be a waste of time. So he killed hashtag constitutional carry. But this was just a ruse since he brought up other bills for a vote, even when they didn't have Senate companions. And they're mentioning it right here. Let's see. Bill has no Senate companion bill and was brought up for debate and voted on by Representative Byrd's committee with Representative Byrd as the committee chair.
So now now the little House is not going to pass any bill unless the Senate has a companion bill.
Yeah,
that doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. No, it doesn't.
If you pass it, they will create one.
Yeah, but
they will. But you can pass a bill and send it to the Senate.
What they're saying is he's using the committee to pick and choose what bills get by, and again,
I'm pointing out the lunacy of what he's saying. That's a typical rhino trick.
Exactly.
To say that, oh, there's no companion bill, so
yeah, but these are his bills. Criminal Justice and Public Safety Subcommittee that he's the chair of. He put bills up, House referrals, and they don't have any. They don't have any companion, and he didn't.
No, this is why you can't really depend on anyone being, running on a platform that they're supposed to be, because they're, who knows, he didn't run as a Republican just to get elected as a Republican so he could act like a fool like he is now.
Exactly. Yeah. Rhinos like that think they're doing their jobs, but what they don't understand is by doing stuff like this, they're not representing the people that voted for them. They're misrepresenting. They are misrepresenting the people that voted for him. Right?
How could he possibly be thinking that he's representing the people that elected him? I guess in Florida, maybe you do have some weirdo Republicans. I don't know.
Yeah. Trump says he refused to bring it up for a vote. Yes, we got that far. We got the far. Refused to bring it up for a vote because it didn't have a companion bill. But the problem is he put bills through through the committee that didn't have companion bills either. But he put them through because they were his bills. See, you see the problem. No, unless they're his idea, they're not good enough to be voted on.
He might have a Chinese girlfriend. Who knows?
Or he might have a Cuban girlfriend. Who knows?
Or why not both?
It's all about the socialism, right? Yep. We lost fire. John Crump says SAF wrote a piece about a piece attacking GOA because we called them out. Yeah, tough shit. Tell Second Amendment Foundation to get off their ass. They don't like it. Too bad. But the problem is that that right there proves that guy's not a real Republican. What is a real Republican these days, obviously, but he's not one for the Second Amendment. He doesn't believe in representing the people that elected him. He just believes in doing whatever the hell he wants to do.
The problem in a state like Florida is
you got a lot of rhinos.
If there's not enough people running for a particular seat, there's a vacuum there, and there's plenty of Democrats to fill that vacuum. So, you know what I mean? I mean, it's I can see this happening in Florida easily.
And maybe
Yeah.
he's doing it just so that he gets.
Was somebody going to run uncontested, and all of a sudden you got a Democrat running as a Republican that could easily get elected in Florida? Yeah, you have to go research this guy.
I mean, if
How
you
much you want to bet he's ran?
If you look at New York, there's tons of rhinos that get elected because it's either they run as a Democrat and lose in their district, or they run as a Republican even though they're a Democrat and they win and they're a rhino. Happens all the time in New York.
Yeah.
I mean, just ask Flying Rich. He's been in New York. So it's just but I'm not surprised by this at all, John. I'm not surprised at all. Is it disappointing? Yes, but am I surprised? No, because South Carolina just got open carry with permit, on August 15th. Okay, for years I've been promoting open carry of any sorts, whether it's permit or permitless, constitutional, and for a number of years it kept getting killed in the South Carolina Judiciary Committee because a guy named Larry Martin, an old school rhino who probably was more of a Democrat than he was really a Republican, but in order to get elected, he ran as a Republican. Okay, who may or may not have associations with everyone's favorite Such. Okay, and the problem is this guy, whenever it came to constitutional carry, he wasn't comfortable with everybody being able to run around with a gun because you couldn't tell whether the person was a criminal or not. And two, he wasn't comfortable with open carry because he didn't see the need for it because you could already open carry while going fishing or hunting, so there's no need for it. And I'm like, are you fucking nuts? Are you nuts? That's not an excuse. That's not an answer, and that doesn't solve any problems. That only creates more problems. And we were dealing with this guy for years, and then somehow either he didn't get reelected or he didn't run for election again, and they finally got it through this year. Finally, they did something. So I guess it's just not the right time yet for Florida. Which it should be. It should be.
We got our constitutional carry, so
yeah, but don't take the attitude you got it, so you're not concerned about anybody else.
No, at some point you have to let entropy run its course,
All right.
Everybody in every state can't help everybody in every other state. You just can't. We don't have time. I got enough to do, helping my own people. These idiots, it's just like Afghanistan. If those tribes don't like the Taliban, they're going to get off their asses and whoop their asses and be done with them. But they won't. And Florida's got to do the same thing.
Huh? We can't do it for them all the time. We can help them, but they gotta stand up.
That's right. It's the same with the people in Florida. If they don't want open carry, constitutional carry, they won't vote for it. They won't fight for it. What are you going to do? Go down there and preach to them? No.
West 10 millimeters out there. And Mad Sexy, we're not going to talk about that topic because I don't want to get killed and left in an alley with all my cash, my credit cards, and my wallet still on me and my cell phone still on me, and it being a gang related murder because I have no idea about those emails. I have no idea what you're talking about, and and it was wrong that happened to John it happened to Epstein, and it happened to John McAfee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And yes, I am being a little facetious there. I am joking. I am joking on that. But yeah, it's just that's we all know that, Mad Sexy. Epstein didn't kill himself. No.
Yeah.
And that's why they're closing down that facility, by the way.
We don't actually know it. We suspect it.
We suspect it. But the same thing is, John McAfee's wife is saying that he didn't kill himself either. And you
Well,
know,
we
considering
can
it
all
happened,
say he didn't kill himself, but we need something called proof.
and we need proof. We need proof, but we don't have proof. But she says he didn't kill himself, so I'm going to take her word
Was she
for it.
there?
I don't know. I don't know.
If you weren't there, then you don't know. So,
I don't know.
I mean,
He was killed by a draconian alien from
people in his position do tend to kill themselves. You know, when you're faced with prison time and people know who you are and you're going to get whacked anyway in prison, sometimes they do kill themselves. So it's not to me, it's no big deal either way. Who cares, right? I mean, honestly, why do people get so concerned and uptight about this kind of stuff? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we all need that many distractions in our lives that we have to get upset about him getting killed in prison?
Matt Sexy says I've been insulting the Clintons since I was born, and I'm still here. I must be one very lucky mofo. Yes, you must be. You must.
But you're on the list. You're just way down the list.
You are way down the list.
It takes a little time to whack everybody.
They can't kill everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. That's not good. But it's not unexpected. Listen to this. Listen to this. This is news that makes me want to throw something at the TV. The Taliban declared China their principal partner in the international community.
God.
That's not new news, right? Because China was wanting to invest, right?
Well, they just announced it publicly.
Oh. Where did I read that before, though?
No, they had some China sent over representatives earlier before the pullout, to you know, do diplomatic stuff, and you know you saw pictures obviously, but now it's official from the Taliban, the official Taliban.
You know what? The Chinese, that might not actually be a bad remedy for Afghanistan, letting the Chinese invade Afghanistan.
You think the Chinese can turn them around?
I'm telling you, man, the Chinese, yeah, they're like army ants, okay?
They are. They're like picnic ants. You can't get rid of.
They're like, you know, fire ants. That once they get in there, that's it.
Yeah.
The Taliban will be knocking on Russia's door.
Yeah.
Please let us in. We don't want Afghanistan anymore.
Apparently, Ghost Shadow says that Night Strike had about a dozen people in Willow, Alaska that committed suicide by shooting themselves in the back of the head, then hiding the gun so it was never found. How do you hide it after you shoot yourself? I want to know this.
Yeah, right? That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's magic.
Yeah, so there you go. The Taliban are partnering with China. Is that news? Not really, because they were there earlier this month.
That just shows how dumb the Taliban is, really, honestly.
Well, you know what it is. You know what China's trying to do. They're doing the same thing they did to Africa. Okay, they're saying, hey, we'll help you rebuild of Afghanistan. We'll help you build roads. We'll help you do this or that. You just give us rights to minerals, or you give us rights to to tax the roads or something. And there we go.
What the Taliban doesn't know is before too long they'll be wearing those long black boots, lockstepping with the Chinese army.
Exactly. They don't realize that, but that's what's going to happen. They're going to become communists.
And all their religion will have to go away. That'll be part of the deal.
Or it'll have to be a state. It'll have to be reformed to the state approved to be a state approved Islamic religion.
That would be a feat.
But remember, China did the same thing to Buddhism. They got rid of.
Buddhists are pacifists.
Well, hold up. They got rid of Tibet, which was its own country before China decided to invade it, and then China trying to realize they couldn't get rid of the Buddhist religion. So they just reformed the Buddhist religion to the state-approved Buddhist religion and said everybody that practiced Buddhism had to practice the state-approved one, not this other branch.
Now the monks will still; those are certain. Yeah, the monks of Tibet will fight the Chinese, but I don't think the Buddhists inside China aren't going to fight that much.
And it's just like, that's why most of the Tibetan government and the Dalai Lama have been in exile in India for 50 years now. No, longer.
The Dalai Lama had a tour through the United States some years ago.
Yeah, he did. He spoke in front of Congress too.
Yeah,
I saw it on TV. He said he was just a simple monk, and I'm like, dude, you're speaking in front of Congress. You're not simple if you're doing that. A simple monk does not go and speak in front of the free world.
Well, I mean, by definition, he's a simple monk. He's not. That's his philosophy. It doesn't have anything to do with where he is at any given time. That's just wherever he is at any given time. He's a simple person. It's part of the philosophy.
I'm not buying it.
What do you mean you're not buying it?
I'm not buying it.
It's part of what he believes. It's part of his belief system.
I'm sure that's what he believes. Is it true? Hell no.
It's not true to you, maybe, but it's true to him.
Well, maybe.
What does that mean? You can't tell a Mennonite what his religion is, or a Buddhist or an Islam, or
a Mennonite or an Amish person isn't going to go in front of Congress and on national television and say, I'm a simple Amish man, or I'm a simple.
Yeah,
Mennonite.
they will. They'll say we don't use electricity and we drive horses
they won't.
around.
They won't do that because they don't like getting their picture taken, and they don't like going in front of cameras. So they wouldn't go in front of Congress to do that because they know they would be on camera.
The Mennonites in Tennessee, they're cool. We have cool Mennonites in Tennessee. There's a whole little town up here.
So, but again, it's just. Anyways, moving on. Let's talk about something else. I have no idea. Something.
Well, we've covered religion and politics, so what else is there?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but yep. Mr. FNH is out there. What's going on?
Hey, Mr. FNH.
So, let me check. See if there's anything else that's pissing me off today.
I wish we were a gun nation.
I wish we were too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we're more of a loot. I would say, Tony, we're mostly a loose confederation, and I use that term very loosely. You get it?
Whoa.
A loose confederation?
Yeah, a loose confederation. Very loosely. So. Anyways.
We would have been, but we lost the war, so. Just kidding.
Ooh. Apparently, over in Canada, things are about to get worse. Trudeau pledges $1 billion for a gun confiscation plan. Well, if you're in Canada, get ready to give them up.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing stopping from Democrats from taking them all. Just deciding that they're going to take them all right now and just try and brute force it through. They can't because it's in the founding document. Though they're really trying. But it's a little harder when it's in your country's founding document.
Yeah.
I know, Mr. FNH. I was just being facetious when I said I wish we were a gun nation. I know we have 350 million guns or whatever.
That's what they say.
There has to. I say there's more than what we think there are.
There probably is. It's probably not 353 million or something like that. It's probably closer to like maybe.
I mean, I'm
maybe
50,
175 million, or maybe 200 million.
I mean, there has to be more than that. I'm 58 years old, and I've been buying guns since I was 10 years old. I mean, there has to be a boatload more guns than even the government knows about.
Yeah, there has to be.
I mean, yeah. I mean, they haven't really kept up with even all the guns that were brought into this country, right?
You mean the ones that are imported?
Well, I wasn't going to say that because people will say, "Oh, yeah, they're tracked because they're imported." I'm talking about any gun, illegally or legally. There's probably as many illegal guns in this country as there are legal guns.
Yeah, the problem is finding out which ones are which, right?
What difference does it make? The guns don't believe in any kind of religion or politics. They're just inanimate objects.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't discriminate against illegal guns.
Don't discriminate.
You might have to pick one up one day and defend yourself with it.
Yeah. Isn't that right, George?
What are you going to do? You're going to look at it and say, "Oh, that's an illegal gun. I'm not going to defend myself with it."
I know, illegal guns. Jeez, come on.
Dad Sexy says, Tony, so you've been buying guns for 10 years? You look younger than me.
I was joking. I said I've been buying them since I was 10, but I'm just saying, I mean, for almost 50 years, I've been dealing with guns. And so I'm just thinking, I'm just trying to do a little math. I mean, I just don't think there's any way we can count them all. There's got to be a lot more than that. But anyway.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I'll give you that. There's got to be a lot more than we think. And
I mean, just think about the friends you have. I'm not talking about myself per se, but think about the friends you have that have multiples of guns each. Right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
If half the people, 150 million people had 10 guns each, that would be what, 1.5 trillion? No, billion. Where's my calculator?
Yeah, get the calculator out. I think it's time.
Too many zeros involved. 150.
Mad 60 says there's no way in hell you're 50, Tony.
How old is Mad 60?
Mad, how old are you?
Times 10. Yeah, the calculator won't even go that high.
Are you using Windows?
I gotta turn it sideways. I was using my phone, but I gotta turn it sideways.
All right. Well, turn it sideways and let us know. All right.
Dang it! It's rotating. It won't. It's on lock. Does your phone ever get locked so it won't rotate by itself?
Yeah, you gotta set your lock. You gotta go in display.
I know. I'm saying mine. I unlock it every now and then, and I go back and it gets locked somehow.
There's a timer.
150. $150. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, Mad Sexy says he's 39.
I said that's a billion. 1.5 billion.
If everybody owned 10.
See, that's 100,000 million. Billion. 1.5 billion. I'm just telling you, how many people do you know that own even a simple hobbyist owns 10 guns, okay?
Right.
I mean, you got several pistols, a couple of shotguns, some rifles.
Exactly.
I mean,
Ghost Shadow says, I'm over at Night Strike. I'm over 50. Remember watching live as Neil Armstrong set foot on the moon. Awesome. I believe that's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Yes, sir.
I believe that's what he said. I'm not sure. I'm not 100%. I
What was
wasn't
that
there.
controversy? He was supposed to say.
He was supposed to say something else, probably, but
Yeah.
Excuse me.
but you know, I wasn't there, so I don't know if he really did say that. So I mean, Tony knows. Tony, you were there, Tony, right?
I remember when it happened, but I don't remember watching it on TV.
Okay, all right. Well, I don't remember.
No, I was only. Let's see. I was only 5 years old.
You were probably watching TV at that point.
No, it wasn't that on like the evening. Like I remember every now and then seeing Walter Cronkite or whatever, but I don't remember just sitting around watching. We were outside people. We would play outside in the woods until dark, man. I mean, we would just be out there all day. We didn't watch TV hardly any at all. Still don't.
Walter Cronkite was, and that's the way it was.
I believe Walter Cronkite was the one that was announcing, or it was what do you call it? Hosting that telecast.
I guess at that point, yeah.
That I always think of him when I think of like news guys who did their job without much politics and interjected in.
Dead Horse says he gets misquoted a lot because he said it was actually one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind. But we don't hear the A in the videos, so you know. But he did say A. There we go. Moon landing was 1969.
The people who want him to say A say he says A, and the people who we can go get the recording. I don't think if he said a man, he didn't say a man, he might have said a man, like he might have combined a man, it sounded like man. One giant leap for man, just like that. Mm-hmm. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. What is it? Now you got me confused.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I don't know. We'd have to go look it up, but
yeah.
There we go. He said 52 years ago. Okay, he was wrong on the 62. It was 52. Tony's not that old yet.
You may say you're 57.
Tony's still young.
Here.
Right, Tony?
Hold on, I'm putting this in the chat.
If it's CBS, I could get hit from
CBS.
NASA. That was NASA video.
What? They left that part out? What in the world? Leave it up to NASA to start the recording after he said that, so there wouldn't be any controversy.
Probably copyrighted by CBS.
How old is Matt? How old are you, Matt Sexy?
He said 39.
39? Oh man, I remember when I was 39.
To be 39 again.
Yeah.
No, I really don't want to be 39 yet.
Why not?
I've got a year to go. Let me live my year, please.
Oh.
I'll be 53 this year.
Well, I'm sorry, George. But that's the way it was.
That's the way it was.
I'm not going to get any older than I am right now. I'm just not going to. I'm not
You're just
going to
gonna
allow
stop
it.
celebrating birthdays.
I don't want to grow up. I want to be a kid. Or however that song.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
So,
I still
anyways,
remember the days when the malls were closed on Sunday. You couldn't buy anything else than food on Sunday. And HBO was not 24 hours and neither was TV. Everything would go off like the American anthem would go on, like midnight,
you know,
No 24-hour news, no nothing.
they did that well into the mid '90s.
Yeah.
And then after like 2000, they stopped doing that.
Yeah, they started doing
Or
it like
actually, no, actually, I think it was like after 2001 they stopped doing that.
yeah. They started showing reruns and
Yeah,
and infomercials and stuff like that, so they could keep the news going. It helped a lot out during the storms because I remember when we would have hurricanes, the news would still be on. They would stay with us. Like on TV, like we're gonna be here for till the storm settles down and stuff, and so you can always be watching news as long as you had TV going. The power and stuff. Now it's like 24-hour TV. You're just like, oh, okay, the news break. They're coming back. Stuff.
I always just thought TV was boring because we only had 3 channels when I was a kid.
that's
You had NBC, CBS, and ABC. That was it.
See, we didn't have NBC before. You had to have cable. But then when they made an affiliate here,
They didn't have cable when I was a kid. What are you talking about? You had rabbit ears.
yeah, I know we had rabbit ears and stuff too. But then later on, when this cable came around, even Fox. I mean, we were talking about Fox not too long ago, and I talked about saying that we didn't have Fox here in my town until they made an affiliate. So like The Simpsons was going around and stuff like that. We didn't see that till like maybe like 2 or 3 years, maybe 5 years after, and then it hit the cable systems. You were able to get all these kind of channels and stuff that we never had before that everybody else had. There was no WB at the time, no Fox, stuff, and then finally, like in the early '90s, everything started coming in. All these other new channels we were able to watch. So you didn't have just with rabbit ears or cable. You didn't have ABC, CBS, and NBC. Now you had Fox, you had WB. Now it's the CW, and all these new channels that pops up and stuff. Now, of course, living close to the border of Mexico, you can catch practically every Mexican channel they have out there. Which kind of sucked because you wanted English channels, not Mexican channels, unless you always talked in Spanish and cared for Spanish TV than English TV. That's the way it went.
I do remember when MTV first came on.
Oh yeah, MTV was hilarious. We didn't have MTV for for a while too. Like we had cable. Then oh wow, MTV, cool. When they actually played videos most of the time. Now it's like they're playing movies and TV shows and reruns of TV shows. I'm like, what the heck's going on with MTV now? Oh, we want to be about more than entertainment. Well, that's why you show videos, right? I mean, even MTV2 did the same thing. They were saying, no, we're always going to show videos. We're not going to go into TV shows and movies. They still did it. I mean, that was awesome at that time, man, where they would show videos, and it was awesome to watch them, I don't even know if they still make videos,
right.
I think they do, but they don't really show them, you don't really watch them, unless you watch like country videos and stuff like that, or Spanish videos and stuff, music videos, I mean, gosh, it's just hilarious these days, man, how things change, reality TV shows have really taken over a lot of the TV because it's a lot more affordable to do than doing, excuse me, the regular TV shows we're accustomed to watch. You can probably do like maybe 2 or 3 reality shows in a budget of one TV show, dealing with being a drama or comedy or something, And now we'll see how TV works, man. Like with streaming services now, everything's being streamed. You know, you don't catch it when it's first aired. Well, you can watch it.
Here is the actual one. Here's the actual. They're still talking about the. This is how I heard it, and this is. I'm gonna put the link down there. If you go to that, you can hear him say, "That's one small step for man,
one giant leap for mankind."
Yeah. They wanted him to say amen. For man, one small step for man.
Actually, Dead Horse saying he did say it. We only hear one small step for man because of the transmission and linguistics.
No. Why do we hear all the other words clear? Why would we not hear the word a clear, but all the other words? That's just silly. Why? What I don't understand is what difference does it make? Why not just, you know what I mean? What? No, he did. He didn't say it. Can't you play it? You can't play any videos on your.
Because it's copyrighted by CBS. So I'm not doing that.
He doesn't say a man. Good Lord, I'm listening to it right now.
So you were there, 100%.
I'm listening to it right now.
Well, just because you're listening to a recording doesn't mean you weren't there.
One small step for man. One small step for man. He doesn't say that's one small step for a man. It has a syllable, right? A is a. Their entire paper's written on it. I guess they probably are, but all they're trying to do is protect his legacy because he was supposed to say amen and he didn't. And I don't understand what the big deal is. You know?
Yeah.
People get this thing where they want to protect someone's personality or their reputation or their legacy. He's a guy, you know, he made a mistake. It's no big deal. Lord.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what difference it makes anyway. It's one small step for man. So what? Yeah. Man can be one man or many man, right?
Yeah, mankind.
If I say man or mankind, you know.
Yep. I don't know.
He was using man as a broad term. One small step for man. I think it actually sounds better leaving out the A.
Yeah.
So,
yep. All right. I think it's a good stopping point right here. So
it is.
It is. So guys, thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you guys Tuesday night, 9:00.
Tuesday night, 9:00, man. Be there or be square.
We'll probably do everything we normally do next week too. So watch out for those. Tony, you doing anything this weekend or you taking the weekend off?
Working. Drawing.
All right. Burn that midnight oil.
Mm-hmm.
Burning the midnight oil. Yes, sir.
I have to because I got a customer in Australia and she's wearing me out. And not in a good way.
We're done with the topics, Mr. F&H. We're getting out of here. We've been live for over an hour, so it's time to hang up our coats and do something else. So with that, we'll see you guys later. Take it easy. Shall not be infringed.
No fringes.
Hashtag give them the bird.
The bird. Ciao.
Bird.
Ching chang chai. Sayonara.
Shishini.
Das Vidanya.
Sayonara. Das Vidanya. Tovarish.
Take one small step and hit the button.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Te amo, Felicia. Te amo.
Te amo, Felicia. Te amo. And Felicia's got my pot. What's this button do?